so much for joining us today. My name is Yasmin and this is Roxy.
Hello.
And together we will be talking you through some partner poses that you can do in the comfort of your own home. Before we begin, just take a moment to pause the video, go grab yourself a prop, ideally a cushion or something lightweight that you can easily use to pass to each other throughout the session today. Grab the prop, make your way back, and then we'll get started. We're going to start coming down to the ground on our bums back to back. So let's give ourselves some space, make sure there's at least 2-3 foot between us, and the first pose we'll do is boat pose. So I want you to lift the spine nice and tall, find your balance on your bum, thinking about lengthening, maybe those arms extend forward. One of you should have the prop in your hand ready, and then option to extend the feet off the ground or you can keep them down. Either is fine. Go with what feels right for you today. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our time to pass all the way across to our partner, and then twist to receive. Check into your breath here. Think about breathing nice and slowly, maintaining your balance, tuning into some calm. Last one. And then we're going to switch direction. So still hold that pose if you can. Option to take the feet down if this is becoming too much. Last one. And then take it down. Lower the feet. Place the prop to one side. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. So you can shift the side and then lower down. Come flat to the floor. Lengthen through the legs. Maybe point through the toes and reach those arms up overhead. Stretching through the entirety of the body, especially the belly here, which has just worked super hard for us, and those sides. Maybe you shuffle to the edges of your body. And then take a moment to pause. Take a moment to tuck. Hug the knees in. Bring those thighs as close towards your belly as you can. And we'll go hands on the backs of the thighs so that we're able to rock all the way up to a sit. Let's turn to face each other. And we'll try the next one in our sequence. So for this one, your partner and you will need to choose who will go first and who will go second. So in this case, my partner will go first. She's going to go feet hip distance, and I'm going to place my feet on top of her feet to give her a bit of grounding and support. The other thing I'm going to do is get myself set up with my hands all the way behind, just underneath those knees, holding onto their calf muscles. I feel strong, I feel grounded, so that my partner is able to lay flat to the floor, arms overhead. When we're ready, partner will try and come all the way up to a stand. I'm there to help, and then partner can lower down. Thinking about your breath, your control, your balance, and communicating as much as you need here to get the support to help you find that height. You decide the speed. You can decide how many too. We'll give you a rough guide today. And then this time when you reach the ground, let those arms float all the way down alongside your thighs. Slow the breath. Give your body just a few moments to relax. And then gradually, you can release. You can both bring yourselves up to a seat. And we'll think about switching over so that the second person has a go. So I go feet hip distance, lower myself down, adjust as much as I need, help my partner get those hands right behind my knees, gripping onto my quads, grounding down through my palms, and then pressing down through my feet so I've got that support. I'm going to go arms up overhead, and then think about rising up to a stand. I don't know if you can see here, but Rachel is really helping me by thinking about gripping on to my calf muscles, so just below my knees. And she's really pressing down through my feet. And then nice and slowly, both easing yourselves up to a seat. Ready for the next one in the sequence. So for this one, I'll come all the way up to a stand. And I'll get my partner to go first. So she's going to swivel to face me. I'll go feet hip distance, and her head rests somewhere towards my toes. Perfect. Now, if you're doing this with a lady, just make sure not to stand on hair. Comes really uncomfortable if you've got that going on down there. Grounded partner takes hold of the ankles. And we think about hugging those elbows in, just like my partner is down there. We'll lift the legs up towards, and then the standing partner gives a little bit of resistance as pressing the feet down towards the ground. Now to keep your partner on their toes, maybe thinking about pressing in different angles, and it's much harder for your partner to control. Be kind, and the goal is for your partner to think about removing that rest down on the ground so that they bounce back without bashing down. Let's do one more in either direction. And then we can rest. Bend through the knees. Relax the feet down. Relax the arms down. Give your partner some space. Take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, you can think about switching sides. I lower myself down. I take hold, I hug my elbows up, and I lengthen through my legs.
Last one. And relax. Just take a couple of breaths. Bring yourself back to your natural breath.
Okay, let's try the next one. So for the next one, we want our prop again. So just make sure you have it at the ready. And we're coming into a variation of a side plank. So for this side plank, we're going to go onto the forearm. And I want you to really focus on pressing down through that arm so you've got a good structural support rather than really sunken into the shoulder. Let's go back to back, bum to bum, heads facing the same end, and then ease your way down onto your side. So set yourselves up like a slightly bananaed body. The feet come half a foot out. And I don't know if you can see the exact alignment here, but I've got my wrist further forward, my elbow and my shoulder stacking, and I'm really lifting down through that inside edge of my body. When you're ready, get your prop, and then keeping the feet either stacked or giving your feet some space here will be much easier with the feet staggered. We'll think about lifting the hips up. So we rise, we find our balance, and we lift the prop nice and high. I'm going to take that prop back to my partner and then reach to take from under. Find stability. That happens sometimes. That's why you keep the prop nice and light. Last one. And relax. That one's a tricky one. Come down, come all the way onto your back. And then just like we did earlier, lengthening out through the legs, reaching up through the arms, stretching out that belly one more time. Slow the breath. Tune back in. And then gently hug the knees in towards the belly and rock to a seat. Okay, so this time you need to switch sides, thinking about bringing yourself onto the second forearm. We find that slightly bananaed shape, feet a little bit further forward, option to stagger, option to keep feet stacked. Elbow underneath shoulder, fingers spread wide, and then when we're ready, find the prop, lift the hips, and we think about reaching up nice and high, pass to the body, and catch. Try feel grounded here, strong as you lift. No rush. Breathing as you go. Last one. And relax. Bring it down. Prop to the side. Lower onto your back. This time knees in. And we'll draw big circles with those knees. Hands can be wherever you like. Maybe the eyes are closed. And then think about changing direction. And then nice and slow, find your way to stillness and lift yourself up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a bit of fun and I hope you built up a sweat too. Have a lovely day and we will see you soon. Namaste.
Namaste.